Ayan, let's see. Sound check, sound check. Do we have...
Sound check, sound check. Do we have...
Ayun, okay. So, may ka-echo pa. Anyway, so publishing the live market review or the Monday live market review a little early today, medyo magiging busy kasi tayo for the rest of the day. So, I decided to publish this a little earlier. Okay, so if you guys are available later on or if not in the afternoon or maybe in the evening, no? So you can go and review this. So let's jump into the chart na kagad so we can do and review what's happening in the markets and definitely plan for the week ahead. Okay, so as usual, we'll start with the major currency pairs and this one tanggalin natin. Now, this is a bullish run for AUD/USD. Ayun, if you can remember our trading plan, ano bang nangyari? Tumuloy ba siya? Wait for bounce on a fib, 38.2, possible retest hanggang 61.8. Okay, so let's see kung yan yung ginawa niya. Well, that was a little, yan, there you go. Oops, patayang drawing tool. Okay. Alright, there you go. Okay, so from here, ito yung fib natin. So we're anticipating for a bounce. Yun, it's a beautiful one. So you have this beautiful pin bar happening here. So if you were able to catch that as your price action pattern, that's a beautiful run right there for AUD/USD from last week. Okay, so ngayon ang tatanungin natin, what can happen to this asset or this currency pair for the rest of the week since the price have gone back below that resistance right there. Okay, so in most cases what we want to happen is for the price to go, wait, clear ko lang, breakout, retest coming from that new support level. Dito tayo magkakaroon ng buy signal again, pero what's happening right now, the price is below. So tingnan natin anong possible na reaction natin dito. So coming from the D1 chart, okay, so para hindi maraming tinitingnan, tanggalin ko na to. Okay, so nagkaroon tayo talaga ng strong support level dito, but prices again dropping here. Okay, so ito yung nagiging panibagong zone niya na hindi niya basta-basta na breakout nung last week, ano. Okay, so let's see kung anong mangyayari. If the price can go back above the 67.21, update natin to, no? 67.21, yan yung current resistance natin. Okay. Buy pa rin yan, okay? But this time, must create price action pattern above 67.21 or 0.67 to 0.6721. Yan yung current na resistance na nakikita natin after price, right, went much lower there on a Friday. Okay, tapos tingnan natin if kaya niyang i-push yan pabalik doon, or else this could be like a double top confirmation for us and we might see a bullish run here, or bearish run, sorry, for AUD/USD for the next couple of days. Okay, so obviously with that being said, okay, yung magiging sell natin is with the price action pattern testing, okay, the 0.6721 as well. So ibig sabihin, since we are here below, if the price won't break out, dito tayo maghahanap ng sell natin papunta naman doon. Okay, so the earliest I would say probably would be H4 if the price goes up there today. If not H4, I mean H1. Okay, so ito yung titingnan natin ngayon dyan. So an alert would be set, at least for me here. Yan yung magiging point of interest ko, kumbaga. I'll be interested on a sell here. Okay, oops, di ko nakiklik yung ano. Yan, I'll be interested on a sell here if the price reach this level. Tapos mag-aantay ako ng price action pattern. Okay, kasi all of my trades here are based on price action pattern. So ibig sabihin, it would be different if the price stays above. Okay, or let's say the pin bar is available, okay, above that horizontal line. And if it's a shooting star or a bearish pin bar, okay, is setting up below, then that would be a different story. Okay, so yun yung magiging sell natin, sell confirmation natin for AUD/USD. Okay, so since malayo pa si market dyan, roughly about 20-ish pips, okay, so yan yung aabangan natin towards the rest. of the day. Okay? So that's AUD USD for me. Ito yung ating magiging point of interest, the 67.21 for the day. Now, it could be a little different if the market continues to go and have a bearish run today at hindi niya natamaan yan. Now, understanding we are not expecting any high impact news until 8 p.m. today for the Empire State Manufacturing Index numbers. Okay? Just to give everyone an idea, no, why are these numbers important to us? Well, as simple as saying that this is one of the leading indicators for economic health, no? So if the price, sabi nga nila, if the numbers that will be released tonight will be greater than forecasted, which is negative 17.7, if the number is greater than that number, then it would be good for USD. If it's not, then yeah, we might see this price go higher, no, for AUD USD. Okay, so particularly we are focusing on USD as far as that high impact news is concerned. Okay, so that's 8:30 tonight. Watch out for that number, and let's see how the market would progress from there. Okay, so there are several high impact news that we are to expect towards the week as well. We have unemployment claims coming up on Thursday, then we have PMI reports as well towards Friday. Okay, so far that's for the dollar, no? Okay, yan yung tinitingnan natin. Pero anyway, regardless of the news, regardless of the time, the trade are set up based on the price action pattern. So yun talaga yung inaabangan ko, whether there's high impact news or whether I'm trading it in the morning or in the afternoon. Primarily, I'm looking for price action pattern. Okay? So let's see if NZD-USD is showing the same thing. Okay? Ano ba yung bias natin dito? NZD-USD buy only, 62.40, pero hindi, yun. Tanggalin na natin si Fib, no? Meron tayong Fib dito, pero tanggalin natin yan. Oops, sorry. Ayan, tanggalin natin yung Fib dyan. Balik tayo dito sa D1 chart. Ayan, hindi niya na yan ginawa. Alright, so umakit si price doon. Okay. Wala tayong price action pattern dito. Ideally, during the retest. Okay. Dito yun eh. Ito na. Top. Stay siya dito, tapos nag-breakout, tapos bumalik din ulit. So, a quick correction there. So, it's quite difficult to say where our entry price would be from here. Okay. As far as NZD is concerned, we are not expecting any high impact news this week. Or let me double check, no, just to make sure. Okay. Apply. Okay, so I'm just updating here. Yung ating, ayun, meron pala, we have CPI numbers coming up on Thursday. Anything today? Well, everything would rely on the dollar, I would say, kasi that's the only high impact news that is relating to NZD, no? So, double check ko lang ulit ha, NZD. Yun lang talaga yung na-expect natin na high impact news. Alright, so primarily we'll be making decisions if we are to get involved here. Primarily, the price action would be our confirmation. So that would be about 127 pipper move for it to be a bullish engulfing on D1, pero not clear trend here. Pero sabi nga natin na if we go to lower time frame, there could be a little pattern that we could see, right? This could be that head and shoulder pattern. Yeah, not as perfect as you want it to be, kasi I would say ito yung maganda, yung as perfect, no, as the pattern should be, pero this one's not looking that way. Pero again, you cannot discount the possibility of this still being the right shoulder and push the price much lower. Okay, one good thing there is that this current high is no longer higher than the previous, so you could possibly expect for a bearish run here. Now, we have looked into several things to consider as far as NZD USD is concerned, pero I find it very difficult to understand where my entry price would be. So I would say on the trading plan for this week, I do not have any clear bias, but wait for a better setup, for the market. So yeah, I don't want to be spending more time on a currency or currency pair where it's quite difficult to understand where the price is likely to go. So yeah, sabi nga nila, no, it's still better to have no trade than a losing trade. Okay, so let's see how things would progress from here. I would take a pass on NZD-USD at least for today. Then tingnan natin anong mangyayari towards the trading week. Okay, GBP-USD is the next one. All right, we have seen that price break out of that resistance that we had from last week, removing that Fibonacci muna. But the question here now is, this uptrend na nakita natin still valid? Well, as far as the current bar is concerned, yes, we still have that valid uptrend right there. This time nga lang, the bar is still playing below the 24-23 level. That is our point of interest now. Okay, it pulled back a little earlier. Okay, para lang bumagsak. Okay, so from that last bar, we are seeing a bearish engulfing here, which is a very good one for a sell structure. Okay, so pero tinitingnan ko pa ngayon if the market can progress or proceed from here, no? So we are in actually a position, if I go to a lower time frame, okay, if I go to a lower time frame where I had my recent Fibonacci there, okay, at least on the 1 hourly chart, it could be a little different, as we are seeing a potential pin bar forming there for this previous swing highs and lows. So one thing na pwede kong i-suggest sa inyo, no, if you're like having difficulty on identifying highs and lows in the market, zigzag would be a good one, a good tool to be used, no? So from here, nakita natin tong extension na to from last week, right? Look at that, beautifully bouncing off the 61.8. Price moved up. Tapos ngayon we are seeing this low. So ibig sabihin, okay, I am anticipating for the market to retest this level anytime soon. Okay, if not a full stretch pabalik doon, yeah, the 24-23 will be our point of interest for a continuous sell. Okay, though sabihin man natin na yes, yung bar kanina would be a very reasonable what you call this, a bearish engulfing on the 4 hourly chart is a very reasonable entry price for us. Yes, that's very good. Okay, well, personally, hindi lang ako nakapasok dyan kasi masyado maaga kanina. Get to send the kids to school, right? So when I checked my calendar, I said, ooh, medyo magiging busy tayo today. So I decided to like do this market analysis a little early than usual. So tingnan natin, no? So possible pullback ba to or continuation na siya? Let's see. Right, it is becoming very, very interesting for GBP, as this could be a good comeback for the dollar, right, after a rally, no, of the bulls since March this year. Okay, so yan yung pinaka recent na rally. But of course, looking at the bigger picture, okay, let me just pull this one back. Okay, this rally has been going on since October last year. Okay, we had a bit of a sideways move here. All right, then eventually, right, trying to break out of that very significant resistance level where it was tested back in January, right, and very recently. So tingnan natin how things would go from here. Okay, so yeah, that's a very interesting level to observe. Okay, so I would like to see the price move at this level right here para mas magkaroon ako ng more conservative, no, level to be involved with. And yes, a quick bullish run, that would be lovely to see. Then from there, magsasell tayo. So technically, as far as this pattern is concerned, no, focusing on the 1 hourly chart, it's very, very clear to see that that uptrend is unlikely to continue. Okay, but I'm not saying na hindi siya pwedeng bumalik doon sa taas, kasi we are seeing a potential head and shoulder pattern, and for that to complete, right, we need to see that right shoulder. Now, again, you want that as perfect as this one, okay? Pero, of course, pwedeng mangyari yan na short touch lang dito, then the price would reverse from there. So, yun. Those are the things that I would love to see for the rest of, if not the day, no, mangyari yan, but to materialize towards the week, okay? As we are expecting high impact news relating to the pound as well. Okay, so speaking of the pound, ano ba yung mga ina-expect natin for the week? Tomorrow, we have claimant count change. All right, why are we interested with that? Well, still gears towards what do you call this? Unemployment numbers, right, as it was published. So unemployment numbers are major consideration, no, for countries' monetary policy. So we'll see. Okay? Tingnan natin kung ano yung magiging numbers dyan for tomorrow. Then you have GBP CPI coming up on Wednesday. Same with retail sales and PMI numbers coming on Friday. So tingnan natin kung may impact ba yung news na yan dito sa current pattern na nangyayari, or the technicals will be just the major things that we'll be looking at, right? So yan, another interesting currency pair to watch out for the week. Now we have that we have our alert set up there close to the resistance. So again, sabi ko nga, that's a point of interest for us, okay, to be involved with if the market proceeds or moves in our favor. So yeah, watch out tayo dyan sa level na yan, and yeah, we can possibly decide anytime we find a better setup from there. Okay, so tingnan, balik lang ako dito. Okay, general bias still long. Yes, that's from last week, which is, yes, it went up there, pero dito tayo. Okay, price is now below. Again, still point of interest is still at the 1.2423 this time. So bumalik na siya after that bullish run from last week. So tingnan natin. Okay, may alert na tayo dyan. Ideally for a sell with a price action pattern testing current resistance, which is that current resistance now, still 1.2423. Okay, so yan yung abangan natin. Anything above that level would be a buy, right? Ayan, so yan lang yan, titingnan natin ngayon. Alright, so moving on to Euro USD, which shows us a very identical setup, very close to the resistance, no? Tinest yung level after that breakout, umakyat ulit kanina umaga, nung Friday, tapos bumaba kanina umaga. So is this a potential bullish engulfing now happening for Euro US if the price goes back up? Okay, I don't know. Of course, not until that pattern confirms, then yes. Okay, so ibig lang sabihin from this touch right here, okay, I'm just focusing on my H4 fib, touch from the 78 or close to the 78, price have gone higher, right? Ideally, you want to see this reversal on these levels, right? Or the earliest will be this too. Pero syempre nag-extend siya sa kalagitnaan yan, almost the 61.8. Okay? So, pwede na natin, or for me, pwede ko na itong extend dito, stretch ko na to dito. Okay, so we are sitting at a 38.2 possible bullish engulfing. Yes, that's good for a bullish run there. Now, it could be the 50 or 61.8 later on, a little dip here before going up, but we should not disregard the possibility of price retesting or the price not breaking out of 0990. Okay, so that still is a relevant resistance. Okay, so you know, buy, cleared, bounce, continuation, nangyari na yan, pero sabi nga natin, okay, continuation till the 0973 yung resistance natin doon, or sorry, fib level, right, or the 1900. So yung okay, 1900, sorry, 1.0990. Okay, just to be clear with that. All right, so pero this time yan, a new fib, H4. All right, I want to be particular here. Okay, new fib levels. Okay, possible breakout or bounce this time. Breakout from 1.0990, coming from a 38.2 fib bounce. Bounce hopefully with a bull and golfing yan, bull engulfing. So being nahanap ko, so a beautiful pattern to see. So gusto nating mag-set ng alert dyan if that market goes up right there, or as early as now, pwede na tayo mag-set up ng pending order kung mangyari man yan. Okay, so that's about a 20 pipper move. Okay, so let's see. I would like to see how this would progress. Okay, tingnan ko nga dyan. Okay, last swing low. Sorry. Let me just redo that. So, kung mangyayari yan kung mangyayari yan within this time period, okay, yun ang gusto natin. 400, okay, 0, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yan, tama. Okay, so, a pending order, something that we can do from here. Oops. Nangyari. Hindi niya ako binibigyan ng new order button. Where is you? New order. Ayun, sorry. Nahanap ko siya. Ayan. So, pending order. Yep. So, punta tayo dito. Okay. Ito lang tayo. Okay. Pending order. Yes. Entry price would be at 1.0997. Okay. Stop loss would be at 1.0968. Okay. Take profit natin, let's say, from that zero level, we'll set it at 1.1087. Okay, pero mag-a-alert tayo sa zero level ng resistance lang. So, at least 3:1 is the potential target. Pero if it won't move in that direction, then we can set it up for a trail stop. Okay, somewhere at 0 nung fib natin. So, somewhere at dito. Okay, so look at this. Entry here, stop loss here. So, tingnan natin if ma-trigger yan hanggang dito tayo. Pag hindi siya umabot doon tapos nag-stay dito, then a trail stop would do. Tingnan natin kung magbe-breakout. Pag hindi, then yeah, at least we made money there. Okay. So, 17,0800. Okay. Right? So, when this bar expires at hindi nangyari yung bullish engulfing natin, then yeah, we'd love to take that trade early. We would love to cancel that pending order for now. Then we'll reassess our position. So, bull engulfing on H4. Okay. So, we'll see. Let's place that order. That's a pending order. Okay. So, see how things would go from here. All right. Moving on. USD CAD. Ano ba yung naging natin dito? Okay. So, gana pending order. All right. Sell EMA bounce. Okay. Till support na 134.22. Okay. And then you have the next support at 32.64. Yun. Ayun, break, pero nag-breakout talaga siya. So, lovely bounce from USD CAD here. So, that's a beautiful bearish engulfing from last week. Price have moved much lower. Okay. So, ito yung unang floor level na tinitingnan natin. Yan. 134.32. Pero yes, mas lower pa siya. And ngayon, tinetest niya na yung level na yan. So, for a continuation, yun na yung next natin na abangan na sell. Okay? Or hanggang saan man yung sell natin is hanggang dito. Okay. So, we're looking at the 4-hourly chart. A possible pullback muna dito from the daily as we have seen this. Okay? If this will be a reference, no, itong swing na to. Okay? Let's fib that out. Okay. So, yes, 123.2, a pullback here. Yun. Natapos na yung run dyan. Another alert here. That's our point of interest na naman this time. Okay, so if we are to sell or continue to sell, this time hindi na EMA bounce, but retest of the 134.22. Okay. Oh, sorry. 1.3422. Okay. Which is the current resistance, right? Retest with price action pattern. So we'll see how it goes. If you want to be a little aggressive using your EMAs there, you are seeing a bounce here, but it is quite different on the lower time frame. 4 hours is showing you that possible continuation in that direction. So yeah, you can be a little aggressive there and get in early for a sell. A conservative me is waiting for that pullback after this beautiful rally from last week. So one good thing that happened from our trading plan, no, na nangyari yung nakita natin kay USD CAD. Okay, so tingnan natin kung after nitong drop na to, magpo-pullback ba siya or magko-continue. So, for now, the first thing I would expect is for a pullback before going down there, right? So, if that doesn't happen, then, yeah, I would love to see the price touch this level before maging interested for a buy. So, that's still a good level for a sell run. Sabi ko nga, if you are looking for a short-term move, then, yeah, just don't disregard the possibility of price bouncing off the 32.64. So watch out pa rin, no? Watch out for 1.3264 support, okay, for short-term sell. Okay, you don't want to be setting up your take profit much lower than that, or if you are, please set an alarm here or alert for you to consider, if not closely monitoring your trade there, possibly setting a trail stop just in case, no? So yun yung magiging bias natin dyan. Alright, dollar yen, moving on to dollar yen. Medyo tumaas lang siya ng konti dun sa position natin from last week. Okay, are we seeing a beautiful bullish run this time? Conservatively, yes, we are, because the last high is higher than the previous. That's a good one. So a possible continuation here. Okay, pwede siyang tumaas dyan. That's a beautiful bounce from last week. Look at that. Right, though not a significant high as how we would expect an uptrend would be, pero still, as far as an uptrend is concerned, by definition, current high higher than the previous, right? Current low higher than the previous. So that's a beautiful pattern to follow if you are really following your technical analysis, as your point of decision making is based on technical analysis. That's what I mean, no? So tingnan natin kung yan talaga yung mangyayari. If not, then still, no, as far as dollar yen is concerned, okay, kung hindi man yan mag-continue, mag-pullback man siya dito, we're still seeing a beautiful push from the buyers here, or the bulls, that possibly can really rally towards 137.38. So yeah, that's a good thing to see. And if not, sabi ko nga, no, we're still in the middle of this sideways market. So yeah, and looking at the D1 chart, okay, this is, could be, yeah, a touch towards that direction. Okay, so I am not getting myself involved yet for dollar yen, okay, because we are still in no man's land for me. Okay, but seeing a short-term bull run. Okay, so gusto kong makita yan, and if I can find a reasonable entry level for me, then I would love to get involved here. Alright, pero right now kasi medyo hesitant ako to get in. So if there's hesitation on that move or the position, sabi ko nga, no, do not trade based on what you think or feel, right? Trade on based on what you see. So dun nanggagaling yung hesitation, because I don't see any reasonable entry level to get involved with. Now, if I'm just trading based on my feeling, okay, possibly I'll be ticking the buy button now, kasi nga itong nakikita ko. Alright, so once that setup materialized, then saka lang ako magiging fully involved, right? I'll be fully engaged, I would say, on that buy order, right? So, but still, it requires a reasonable entry price. So what is that reasonable entry price? For me, it's a price action pattern. Okay, so dun hanap ako ng reason to get involved with that buy order. Okay, now moving on to dollar Swiss. Okay, as we have said, okay, there are several levels that we have here from last week where the market really did go and test. Okay, so from this rally, tining numbers natin. Okay, yun, bounce from support. Okay, hindi na to, nasa ilalim na. Sell, wait for bounce from 90.37. Yun, ginawa niya doon. Okay, then price went down. Now we are testing the 83 or 89.36. Okay, so nandito na tayo sa part na to. Okay, so will this price go much lower? I don't know. Is that a level that we want to be interested with? Definitely. Okay, because as far as USD CHF is concerned, it has been below this level for quite some time now. Okay, especially yung initial natin na 90.82, ito yung pinakauna niyang floor na tinest, failed. Look at that bearish rally, bearish push here, tapos bumaba, tapos eto na, andito na tayo sa pangatlong floor level ngayon. Okay, will this continue to the 87.73? I don't know, but if the dollar continues to be weak towards the end of the week, it could possibly be, right? And as we know that the Swissy can be a safe haven for investors if the dollar is not really performing well. So in this case, though you are seeing that dollar yen is pushing upwards, but the dollar Swiss is not, okay, it only means that most of the investors still see weakness in the dollar as they are pushing their investment, if not on gold, no, on the Swissy. But gold, on the other hand, is, yeah, kind of shaky here as far as consistency is concerned, no? So Swissy is really looking to push the dollar much lower. So we are seeing a sentiment here of investors or big players really rooting, or not really rooting, but having their Swiss as, or having Swissy as their alternative to whatever is going on with the dollar. Okay, so obviously there's weakness in the dollar for the last couple of weeks, especially after those major high impact news, including the banks that shut down. So yeah, let's see how things would go from here. But obviously the Swiss is gaining strength over the dollar, no? So will this continue? Possibly towards the 87.73 level. So something to watch out for, right? Our 4-hourly chart is not really that volatile right now. So mapapansin nyo, napakaliit ng mga bars recently. So pansinin nyo rin dito, since the market opened today, the average move lang siguro would be less than 15 pips. So we'll see how things would progress from here. And it would be lovely for us to make that decision anytime soon, right? For a sell if the price goes below 89.36. Okay, so sa atin, the bias remains to be bearish as far as USD CHF is concerned. Okay, so ang mangyayari lang dito, okay, this time 0.8936, at least for me, no, yan yung bias ko. So again, I'm not trying to like break any belief that you have as far as dollar Swiss is concerned, or any analysis that you have, just giving you my point of view. But right now, tanggalin ko na to as possible floor. That's becoming a resistance now. Tanggalin ko lang tong 82. Okay, so this one becomes the bias now. But of course, right, hindi natin tinatanggal yung possibility of a buy as this can rally back dahil nga dito sa drop na nangyari for the last few weeks. Okay, but this is still a beautiful run towards the 90.37. So one point of view is to see price action pattern confirmation from still the 0.8936. Yan yung nakikita nating point of interest this time. Okay, towards 0.9037. That's the resistance that we want to see. Okay, so yan yung nakikita natin. Anyway, looking into gold, no, sumilip tayo kanina. Ito yung gusto natin, bouncing off that level, right? Beautifully testing 61.8. Yun na nga, nag-breakout. 2051 is the number to watch out for last week, but the price did not really go higher than that, or at least touch that level, tapos nangyari ito. So ibig sabihin lang, as far as this one is concerned, my fib here is renewed. Okay, so we are seeing a different view this time, okay, as far as Fibonacci levels are concerned. So that's still a beautiful uptrend to see continue, right? At least on the 4-hourly chart. Okay, why? Recent high higher than the previous. This bounce, if it continues, still higher than the previous. So we could see this price rally towards that direction. So 2051 remains to be a very reasonable resistance. Okay, so ibig sabihin, if you are in the buy position right now, please do not disregard this level right here. Kasi baka pwedeng, yes, mag-rally man yan dyan, right? At tapos biglang mag-reverse dito. Okay, so please watch out for that level. Okay, and I would love to get involved here, okay, for a sell if the price won't break out. Pero pag nag-breakout yan, we are to expect a possible extension towards 123.38 or towards 161.8. But historically, no, hanggang 123 hindi pa nga niya tinamaan. Still a valid uptrend. Okay, but again, why are we seeking, or not necessarily seeking, but expecting for a bearish run? This has been an uptrend for quite some time now. Okay, so if I go for a view of the bigger picture, okay, so anytime soon we are likely to expect for this pullback back to the trend line here to continue that bigger uptrend. And if not, sabi ko nga, and if not, then possible dito. So, minsan kasi pag too extended na yung bullish run, kagaya na nangyari dito, pwede na mangyari itong short-term pullback. So, we don't want to be so excited setting all the buys here, tapos eventually bumaba, magpapanik tayo. Tapos, akit din pala ulit si market. So, yeah, be extra careful if you're monitoring this, okay? And yeah, I would say watch out for these levels lang din naman. Okay? So again, I'm not trying to like change whatever view you have on this asset or commodity. Please make sure lang na if ever you're setting your take profit or anticipating for a certain move, okay, do not disregard those major currencies resistance or floor levels kasi as we have seen in the past, the market have reversed on those levels, right? So yeah, those are the major currency pairs that we have right now. Okay. And of course, we would love to see price moving in our favor all the time. But if it doesn't, please always make sure that you are ready to take responsibility, no? To cut your losses, okay, if the market is not moving in your favor. And as always, okay, given that you have, let's say, very, very sure, what do you call this, intuition or decision, taking a buy or a sell, very, very sure ka na, parang sabi mo, sige, all in, wag ganun, right? Please make sure that you still follow your trading plan, follow your risk management plan, okay? And as always, I remind you, if it becomes stressful on finding those entry levels, then just step back, okay? If possible, close your laptop, okay, freshen up yourself, do something else now, because again, the market will not what do you call this, reciprocate whatever feeling you have for it. Yeah, so do not trade based on your feelings, trade based on what you see, and it becomes a little stressful, then yeah, it is not trading anymore. You can lead to possible gambling. So yeah, you can stop yourself by closing your laptop and doing something else. Just go back to it after an hour or two siguro. Okay? So, yun lang yung reminder ko for everyone, because again, the market does not discriminate whether you're a beginner trader or you are a seasoned trader. Okay, it will move in the direction that it will move. The market is always right. That's the second characteristic that you need to remember about the market. So we are here trading the market's movement, okay, and making sure that we follow the general market condition. Kasi hindi naman tayo inaantay ni market, hindi tayo yung pinagbabasihan niya ng move niya. The market is the market. Okay, so we trade based on what we see. All right, so just for today at least, no, kasi nakita ko yung schedule ko nga, we'll be very, very busy for the rest of the day. So doing the live market review a little early than usual. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the midweek market analysis, and from here till Wednesday, guys, you stay safe, you stay healthy, right? Trade safely as well, and as always, may the pips be with every one of us. I'll see you guys in the next session.